Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back and I've got a helper with me today. Logan is napping. Today we're going to do legs, and Sarah, again, I'm going to show you some modifications. And first we're going to get warmed up, and Dominic is going to help me. So we're going to stick with the same warm-up. We're going to start with jumping jacks. And Sarah, just step it out like this. Stick to those jumping jacks. And of course, engage your core. Pull that belly button in nice and tight to your spine. We're going to go into a jog. Sarah, just stay here, march in place, but make sure to raise those arms. That's going to get the blood pumping.
I don't like this one. That makes my tummy hurt.
Okay, we're going to do windmills with our arms.
Swim away.
I'll talk louder to talk over the little shark that's with me. Let's go backwards.
Let's sew.
Got a little more energy today than last night when I recorded upper body. I probably seemed like a zombie in that video.
A zombie.
All right.
A zombie.
And we're going to stretch out those hamstrings. They're going to need a good stretch today because we're going to work those muscles. And start from the top.
Swim away. Swim away.
Go into jumping jacks.
Swim away. Swim away.
And windmills.
Swim away. Swim away.
And
Swim
reach
away.
over the side again.
Swim away. Swim away. Swim
Other side.
away.
Very good. And we're going to stretch out those hamstrings. All right, now that we've gotten warmed up, we're going to grab our bands again. And today, sorry, I should have started with this. You guys press pause and grab some paper plates, 2 per person, and try to do it on carpet. If you're not on carpet, it might be a little bit harder. But I think in the living room, upstairs and downstairs for you guys, it's both carpet. So hopefully it should be okay. So we're going to start off with the bands on, but I'll show you the move first. So Sarah, and Mom, sorry, bear with me. I lose my breath easily. So it's hard to talk and work out.
A zombie.
So we're going to do with bands on or off. We're just going to do squat down, and just to check form here, squats are very easily done with bad form. So what you want to do is you want to sink the hips back, and you never want your knees to go in front of your toes. Always make sure you can see your toes in a squat, and just sink down as much as you can. While you're doing so, tuck in that tummy, pull that belly button into your spine. Try to keep that proper form so you don't hurt your knees during the squat. So what we're going to do is we're going to squat down, and we're going to just step side to side. So I'm going to quick get my band on. Just for reference, start out a little bit lighter. You can always work up, but I normally double up. I did not start this way, but I double up with extra heavy and heavy, just to work those leg muscles. They're the biggest muscles that we can work, so I like to make sure I'm really working those. So we're going to do, let's get started. We're gonna go side to side, and that is 1. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Let's squat down and side to side. It's 1, 2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
6,
no, 5,
5,
6. You're gonna count for me.
7,
No. 7,
8,
8.
9, 10.
Was that 9 or 10?
10.
That was 10. Okay. And if you can't squat all the way down, that's okay. Again, just always make sure hips go back, chest stays up. You never want to tip over, eyes up, and just sink down. But make sure always to keep those knees behind your feet. Okay. So next one we have is we're going to grab the plates, just one.
I'm going to
Grab. Dominic likes to pretend he's skating. We are going to do a forward lunge. And the plate actually offers some resistance. And what you're going to do is, we'll do 10 on each leg. You're going to lunge forward, and you want to keep that foot in line with the back foot. So you're going to cross at an angle just a little bit. You don't want to cross all the way over. Back up a little bit so you can see me. So just have your feet in front of each other. Lunge down, 90-degree angle in both legs. And you're going to pull up. Use that back leg to pull yourself up. And then you move to the side a little bit. All right. And Sarah, if the plate is too hard, if it's hurting your joints at all, knees, either one of you, I don't mean to point you out, Sarah, just do a regular lunge. Just lunge down with no plate. Always make sure that your knee is at a 90-degree angle so you don't hurt your knee, but let's get started here. Try to keep it moving a little bit. Okay, Dominic, are you going to count? Ready?
1, 2, 3.
You're counting too fast.
5,
3,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That
4.
was 10. 4, 5.
And you want to slide up just on your toe. Put that's on that plate. You're really going to start to feel this. You should in the back of that leg on that hamstring there. I think this is 7.
Grandma's was
8.
Auntie Sheila.
10. Okay, we're going to switch feet.
Hi, Auntie Sheila.
All right. And when you switch sides, it might feel a little awkward on that other side. Take a minute, get the feel of it. Always make sure your chest is up. I, a lot of the times, use the runner's arm. I think this is 8.
9, 10.
All right. I believe we are going to ditch the plate now. We're going to go back to the bands. And
Mom, wait for me.
I might struggle a little bit with this one. I'm going to double up the bands again. Don't start too strong or heavy on the bands. Get the feel for the moves first. And the next time, maybe you can work your way up a little bit. Or not at all. All of these band moves can just be done with no bands for a little bit later workup, but we're going to do a side lunge. And what you're going to do is make sure when you step out to lunge that you're not stepping out too far. When you go down, your hip is going to hinge back. I'll show you this way. Hinge back. And you want to keep your body in a line. Shoulders, hips, feet. And you're going to lay your tummy on your thigh. And you're going to come back. And we'll just take that 10 times on each leg. And we'll get our bands on.
Mom,
All right, get your band on.
where is it?
Behind you.
It's slimy.
And I'm going to challenge you at the end
Mom, wait for me.
on number 10. We're going to do a hold. Really burn out that muscle on the side there. You ready? All right. Here we go. We got 1.
Oh, Mom, the other one might. I need to chew.
So really sink your weight into your heel. Just push that booty back behind you. Chest up. I think that was 8.
9, 10.
10. Oh, sorry. Do 11. And hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. We're going to switch to the other side.
And off.
No, band on.
Oops. To-da-da. 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 To-da-da.
And with squats, side lunges, all this stuff, always sink all your weight into your heels. That weight's going to go into your glutes. So not only are we going to work the legs today, we're also going to work those glutes a little bit too. Not glute. I think this is 9. All right. We're going to keep it even and do 10. Go down for 11 and we're going to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. I think band's off. Let me check. I'm going to grab some water, take a water break. This workout, I usually drink a lot of water.
I usually drink a lot of water.
All right, next one up is we're going to go back to the plate. Just use 1.
I need 2.
This time we're going to do a back lunge. Again, Sarah, the plate is a little bit too hard. Anything hurts, feels uncomfortable. Do a regular back lunge. This one, let's see, I'll go this way. We're going to work the balance, at least it does for me. So what we're going to do is, scoot back a little bit. We're just going to slide back into a lunge and pull up. So keep the heel that's on the plate off the ground. Let's get into it. And when you come up, pull with your glute on that standing leg. This is 3. And give it a good squeeze. Squeeze that glute. You'll be working multiple muscles in each move. 5.
Oh.
7. 9. 10. Switch sides. Just always think about pulling up with this leg. Scoot back, please. This is 4.
It's a crazy workout.
6. And 10.
9, 8, 7. 3,
All right.
2, 1.
This one,
3, 2,
Sarah, I'm trying to think of a modification in case. Well, really, sometimes I do this modification. Never think that I don't use the modifications. Modifications are not a bad thing. I use them as well. Let me see. if I'm in the frame here.
We're
So
not in the frame.
we're going to work those hamstrings. We're going to start with our heels on the plates, straight out, and we're going to pull our butt off the floor,
A table.
up into a glute raise, a bridge, and keep in mind, keep that belly button pulled in tight, keep your pelvis tilted so it doesn't hurt your back, and squeeze those glutes as hard as you can to push yourself up. And as you do the glute bridge up, you're going to exhale. So keep in mind the breathing, and you're going to go back down, and that's 1. Sarah, can you scoot over a little bit? You're going to stay in the glute bridge the whole time if you can. Do as many as you can. You're just going to slide one leg out at a time. Keeping that belly button nice, tight, pulled in. Squeeze those glutes. And just lower your leg down one at a time. And really, the whole time, just try to squeeze those glutes. This is going to work the glutes and where it meets the hamstring. And this move is going to pull your butt up so we don't have saggy butts, right? Nobody wants a saggy butt?
I want a saggy butt.
All right, let's get started.
I have a saggy butt.
Exhale as you come up.
I have a saggy butt. I have a saggy butt. I 2,
This is 6.
7, 8.
And with those modifications, always keep in mind, do as many as you can, and then always go to the modification and finish it out. 9. One more. If we did any more, I'd have to go to the modifications because that was hard. All right, next one. We're just gonna lower our heart rate a little bit. Almost. We are gonna do some calf raises.
Why is it doing
So
that?
with the calf raise, all we're gonna do is go up onto our toes.
Why is it doing that?
It's finding your face. And what you want to try to do is lift up as high as you can onto your big toe so that you're putting as much weight on your calves as possible.
Pudding.
So we're going to do 10, and then at the end we're going to do a hold.
Pudding.
All right, here we go. And even this move, keep that pelvis tilted under you. Belly button drawn in. I think that was 5, so this is 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next one up, we're going to do a curtsy lunge. This one tends to raise my heart rate. Sarah, you are concerned about raising your heart rate too fast. Take a minute. If you want to take a rest, take a water break, no problem. If you want to jump back in, you can try the curtsy lunges. Otherwise, anything you feel like you can't do, just walk it out. Walk it out, keep the heart rate up. It's not very good to get the heart rate up and then just stop. So, curtsy lunge, you're going to take that plate. Sorry, I got to back up. Standing, and we're going to cross. We're going to lunge down, keep those hips straight forward, and put that leg, sorry, the lighting is bad in here. Cross that leg back and behind you while keeping those hips squared off. We're going to do 10 on each side. And again, as you lift up, squeeze that opposite glute when you get to the top. Give it a good squeeze. 5. 6. We're going to switch sides.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And okay, ready? Cross back. I'm a little more wobbly on this side.
What is it doing there?
The camera is finding our faces.
He can't find my
9
face.
and 10.
10.
All right. Next one, probably the most challenging to me. We're going to use our plate again.
It's the
We're going to put our heel on the plate. We're going to do a sumo. So what you want to do is turn your feet out. And a regular sumo squat looks like this, feet turned out. Your knees are going to go over where your feet are. You're going to keep your pelvis tilted underneath you and just go straight down. Instead of a regular squat where you're putting your butt back, this one, it's like you're running your body down a wall. So you want to stay nice and straight. So Sarah, take it nice and easy here. Just go down as far as you can. My flexibility with these are not very good, so I can't go down very far. But you just want to make sure your knees are aligned with your feet as best you can. And with the plate, sorry, catching my breath from the last move. All right, stand to the side there, bud.
Is this the last move?
What you're going to do, almost, is on that plate right there, put your heel on. You're going to squat down. With this, you are going to push your butt back a little bit and squat down, and you're going to slide that up, and this is really going to work those inner thighs. So we'll do 10 on each side.
Oh.
And this one, you really have to just squeeze everything to pull yourself up. Take your time with these. You're going to put a lot of weight in this leg here. As you go down and come up, you have a 6, 7, 8,
Whoa!
9,
10.
and 10.
Then 10.
And with these, I find I can't go down too far because I won't be able to pull myself back up. So feet turned out again. Go down.
Mom, I need to do it for the faces.
This is 9. Ooh. And 10. Sorry, I do some weird things with my hands while I'm working out. Okay,
Then 10.
this one's one of my favorites. This works, again, the hamstrings and the booty. For this one, no, I use my heaviest one, the extra heavy. And Sarah, go a little bit later if you need to on this one. And this video is going to be a little bit longer since I have some extra commentary here with me today.
What's the recipe?
We're going to do,
What's the recipe?
let's see.
Open the present.
Don't tell me presents. Okay. We don't need the band at all for this. My bad. This one is going to test your balance. I had the wrong thing written down. But it's going to work the same muscles. So what we're going to do is a single leg deadlift.
Deadlift.
Yep.
Whoa.
It's going to work your balance. Sometimes I need to hold a wall, a door, a person, anything. What you're going to do is you're going to keep your body as in line as you can. Just bend over. And you're gonna come up. If you need to, tap your toe down in between. Try to keep that tummy in. And focus on one spot on the ground.
Well, parents.
This is my good leg, so we'll see how the other one goes.
Wow.
And this is one of those moves where it seems like you're not doing very much now, but tomorrow you'll feel it.
No, tomorrow you feel it.
And this one you gotta take your time. Really focus. Hold on to something if you need to. I probably will on the next side. I think this is 7. And I've been doing this move for a while, and even now my foot, the one I'm standing on and putting all the weight on, is cramping up quite a bit. And again, as you're coming back up, squeeze that glute to pull yourself up. You can really work those glutes a lot with other moves. You just give it a good squeeze. Okay, I think this is the last one. We're going to do the other side.
Done.
We've got a couple more moves. We'll go right into the other side. This move also allows you to kind of catch your breath.
We
Inhale
can do this all the time.
as you go down. Exhale as you come up.
You cannot do the. What's the recipe?
If you can, try to straighten that leg,
What's the recipe?
the one that you're lifting.
Mom, what's the
That'll work
recipe?
the glute that's going up.
What's the recipe?
I'm not even really counting this one. I don't know. I
What's
think
the
this is 5.
recipe? What's the 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 recipe?
Keep a slight bend
What's the recipe?
in your supporting leg.
What's the
This is it.
recipe?
8,
What's the recipe?
9. My foot is totally cramping up. Okay, I think we've got 2 more moves, and then we're done. And I'm losing batteries, so I might have to pause real quick. Let me pause this. All right, we're back. Next move is a standing leg lift. This one, I usually need to go a little bit lighter. So I'm going to use, I think sometimes I can use the heavy. I'll start with the heavy.
Pictures of you.
I would suggest the medium. You're gonna wrap it around both, I guess, below your shins, above your ankles. And again, if you need to hold on to something, please do for balance. Otherwise, this is really gonna strengthen the core if you can without it. Working on that balance is gonna help the core. Pull that belly button in, tuck the pelvis. And sure, and we're gonna just lift the leg up. So we'll do 10 on each side again. Really the modification with this one, you can do it without the band, light band, and we'll get started. You don't have to go super high with your leg.
Wow. Look, need to go.
I have a tendency to lean forward. You want to make sure to lift the chest up. 6,
Sister soda
7,
sight.
8,
Sister soda sight.
9,
Sister soda
10.
sight.
Switch to the other side.
Sight. Sister soda sight. Sister soda sight.
Your toes are getting in the way.
5,
6,
Sister soda sight. Sister soda sight.
and when doing that, I guess it's
Sister
best to keep your
sight.
foot flexed as you're lifting it. I should have prefaced the move with that.
Sister soda
And this is the last move. This one,
Sister soda sight. Sister soda sight.
so I saved my least favorite move for last, but it's a good one. Works the legs. And Sarah and Mom, if it's too much, definitely
and Dominic.
do the modification. So the move is, Dominic, can you just move over here just a little bit so they can see my feet, please? Thank you. So it's a single leg squat. You're going to like someone's chopping you in half. Push that butt back. You're just going to squat down with your heel on a paper plate and come up. So all your weight is in that supporting standing leg. And
I can see my
you can only go down
leg.
so far. Dominic, please step to the side. Thanks, bud. I keep my hands here. Some people find it easier to put the hands out and come up. And really the modification here
No, modification.
is just to do a regular squat and come up.
Modification.
So with the squat, like someone's chopping you in half, really try to sink down like you're sitting in a chair and up. Just take it out of squat. So we're going to do 10 on each side. So heel on the paper plate, chest up, engage your core.
And
we'll
gaze
go.
the core. Gaze the core.
All that weight is going to go into that heel. Cover on your toes. You don't want to put that knee over your toe. You want to be able to see your toe. And squeeze that glute when you get to the top. 7.
Gaze the core. And gaze the
Dominic's going to be the reminder. And 10.
gaze the core.
We're going to switch sides.
I see the
Make sure not to arch the back. Try to, again, always keep that pelvis underneath you. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that's it. We are going to stretch it out a little bit. Stretch out the quadricep. Knees together. Heel to your butt if you can.
Stop.
And really push those hip flexors out. Just keep that belly button drawn in. And where your leg meets your hip is where you want to kind of push out. Stretch that out a little bit. Switch sides. And we're going to come down on the floor. If you can't touch your toes, instead of trying to hunch over, touching them, put your hands behind you and just lean forward as far as you can, putting a little tension on your hands, pushing you forward. Try to keep those feet as flexed as possible. And gradually your flexibility is going to improve. If you can, touch those toes. And if you can touch your toes, see if you can pull up on your toes a little bit, and that's going to stretch those calf muscles out. And now we're going to do a butterfly. Put the soles of your feet together. And just so slightly push down on those thighs. And just relax your legs. Letting those inner thighs stretch out. And straddle, pointing your toes out. And again, I seem to hunch over a lot when I do this stretch. Just push yourself down. That'll make sure you're actually stretching through your legs rather than just your upper shoulders. When really none of your inner thighs are stretching right here. So a little tension there. Give a good stretch. And since we did work the glutes, the easiest way to do this is on the ground to stretch these out. You can do them standing too, but it's harder. Lay on your back, bend your legs. It's called a figure 4. So you're going to rest your ankle on your leg. You're going to lift your leg up. Put your hands through your legs here and on the outside. And you're going to hug your knee into your chest. And if you can, while your elbow here is resting on your knee, try to put a little tension on your knee, pushing it out, and you'll feel it down the outside of your leg and into your glute. This helps a lot with, when I was pregnant, helps a lot with any sciatic pain in your sciatic nerve. Switch sides, so cross, put your ankle on your thigh, pull that leg up, hug your knee. And during this stretch, keep your feet flexed. That'll make sure that none of this goes into your knee to injure your knee at all. And never overstretch. If it's painful, loosen up a little bit. All right. Hug both of your knees into your chest. Almost, we're just stretching. All right. Come up, sit up.
Are we all done?
I like to just do a quick arm stretch. Keep those arms stretched out. Just feels good to stretch everything out when you're done. Pull down behind you, fingers clasped. Think about pulling your hands to the floor. And come up. I don't think I did this in the last one, but I like to just take a couple deep breaths. Inhale as you go up. Exhale as you come down. Seems silly, but it just feels good to know you completed the workout. You're done. You did it for the day. It's over with. You ready for the next one? Come in the shot. Wave bye.
Bye.
They can't see you on the couch over there. Get over here. Say awesome job.
Awesome job.
Keep up the good work. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
See you next time.
See you next time.